right now and take care of the Padres.
A lot to be said about that, and a good time to catch these guys. They're having a miserable year, to be sure. Now let's talk about Felix Hernandez. It's been a scuffle for him in his last few starts.
You know, I think for Felix, the one thing that's encouraging, though, in his last outing, his fastball was 90 to 92 miles an hour with some run to it. He was really able to use his fastball effectively on the right-handers, getting it in underhands and sinking it from the lefties. Also a much better curveball for Felix, so I expect you'll see the fastball curveball. The main thing is command the strike zone against a team that has really struggled offensively. The Padres are 14th in the National League in hitting.
That's a look at our AT achieving more. Now we talk about our Lexus starters. You heard about Felix. Tell us about Jacob Nix.
Well, he is a young man. He's a contact pitcher. His fastball at 93 miles an hour. Excellent changeup. Opponents hitting 100 on the changeup. Look for the Mariners to be aggressive on the fastball early.
You know what? One of the big stories here in San Diego as it regards the Mariners, it's regarding a haircut, something I've not had to do for a long time. Can't be said, same for the manager. He paid up. We're going to show you when we get back. Mariners and Padres coming up. Mariners, and first pitch strike, and we are underway. Dave Sanders, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. Chaniger, it's been sensational.
He has been a hot hitter in the leadoff spot. 22 home runs on the year.
Puts it in play. Urias just called up. Dandy play, 1 out. Ball finds the young man in his big league debut.
Mariners starting lineup brought to you by Jack in the Box. Following Haniger, it will be Robinson Cano. Then after that, you have Nelson Cruz in the lineup today as the cleanup hitter for Nelson Cruz. He has 31 home runs on the year. And then batting ninth, it will be Felix Hernandez. Yes, National League ballpark, so Felix will swing the bat hitting ninth. For Jacob Nix on the year, this is just his 4th start, 1-2 record, a 6.17 ERA, only 11 2/3. He has 7 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .286 against him. Some tough opponents: Philadelphia, Arizona, Colorado, and now Seattle for Nix. So tough start for him.
Welcome.
Yes, exactly.
6'4", 220. He's 32 years. He's out of Los Alamitos, California.
Average fastball at 93 miles an hour. Curve and a changeup. His changeup has been his best pitch. Robinson hits this out to the shortstop, Galvis.
Two quick outs.
Travis Jankowski will get the start in center field, but Luis Urias, major league debut on the very first play. Outstanding play to take a hit away from Mitch Haniger. Great play. Austin Hedges will do the catching.
Quick 2 outs. Andy Green, skipper for San Diego. Very high on this young man who excelled down in AAA El Paso. Here's Gene Segura. Segura at 314. Takes a quick worker.
It appears that the plan is going to be to try to be aggressive on the fastball early. His changeup has been his best pitch. Opponents hitting just 100 in his first 3 outings. Hitting .344 off the fastball.
Jammed him here, foot race to the bag. And diving. Hope he didn't hurt himself. And record the out. And a 1-2-3 first inning for the Mariners. Padres coming to bat. Looking for win number 9 on the season here at Petco Park. He's got a great record, 5-0, 1-5-1 in 7 previous starts. Here's a look at the batting order he'll face here tonight.
It's been a struggle for the Padres. They are 14th in the National League in hitting, just a couple of veterans in the lineup, but it will start with Travis Jankowski. An 11-game hitting streak for him, hitting .349 over the 11 games. Will Myers hitting third. He has 9 home runs on the year. And Eric Hosmer, the former Royal, will be the cleanup hitter. He has 13 home runs. For Felix Hernandez, talked about it, this will be his 2nd start after his stint out of the bullpen. 8-11 record, a 5.64 ERA, and 135 2/3. He has 107 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .267 against him.
Drive deep to right. And the Padres have a 1-0 lead. Travis Jankowski wasting no time. Blast his third home run.
I just mentioned it. He had an 11-game hitting streak, now a 12-game hitting streak for him. He has been hot, and he jumps on the first fastball he sees.
My goodness.
Middle in, seemed like he was set up away.
Ellie in right field, giving it a good shot. Didn't miss by much. But 1-0 San Diego. Felix giving up his 23rd home run, most on the ball club. Here's the new kid on the block, Urias Luis, very high on him. Andy Green, the skipper. Young man in 120 games at El Paso, hit .296, 8 homers, 45 runs batted in. His big league debut.
For Felix, on average, his fastball this year at 89 miles an hour, curve, changeup, occasional slider. In his last outing against Houston, though, his fastball was 90 to 92 miles an hour with a pretty good curveball.
Bouncing ball to Seager. High, nice footwork by Cano.
I'm going to look at the defense for the Mariners. Nelson Cruz getting started in right field, his second start in right field this year. Robinson Cano is over at first base, as you just saw, and Mike Zunino will do the catching.
Nelly's in right field. Good to see him. Second time this season, second time on this trip. A run in, 1 out. Will Myers recently moved to third base. About 10 days ago, was put at third base, and the ball found him about 10 times in a game.
Well, I heard it's been a little bit of a challenge for him.
Outfielder by trade hits this one. Nice play by Seager. Throws him out. 2 down. Well done. Little spin stop.
Fastball, middle in. A lot of top spin on it. 1 hopper to Kyle. Strong, accurate throw.
Here's Eric Hosmer. Foundational guy with the Kansas City Royals, back-to-back World Series appearances. Lose to the Giants, beat the Mets. A pivotal play, scoring from third on a throw by David Wright. And he beat the throw from first baseman Lucas Duda. Scored an important run.
You mentioned it with the Royals and how well that team played in the World Series and all those different things for them. And here he is with the Padres, a nice contract, but this team is 50-83 on the year. It's been a real struggle for him. So I'm sure as a leader, he's had to do a lot of work this year, especially with all the kids that they have.
He signed a contract that will take him from this season through the 2025 season when he's 35 years old. He can opt out in the 2022 season. $21 million a year, and then $13 million a year the last 3 years if he stays with it. Felix strikes him out, and that'll do it. But the first pitch was sent out of the ballpark by Travis Jankowski. It's 1-0 San Diego. Yankees here in this great city. 1-0 Padres. Mariners are set to host the New York Yankees for a huge weekend series beginning Friday, September 7th, with watch Giancarlo Stanton and the Yankees slug it out with Nelson Cruz and Mitch Haniger and the Mariners. Get seats while they last at Mariners.com. Moments ago, Neil Walker just walked off the White Sox for a 4-3 win at Yankee Stadium. Nelson Cruz, a happy man, in right field again on this road trip. Mariners coming off that 16-game stretch against plus 500 teams, going 9-7.
Well, again, I think it tells you how important these games are for Nelson to be in right field. That's something that Scott Servais, I'm sure, wanted to keep him as the DH, and you're in the National League ballpark, and typically he would not play. He hasn't all year, but it is that time of year as he skies this out to right field. Right fielder had trouble seeing it, but it looks like he picked it up.
Hunter Renfroe out there, one away. Update from Houston. Yep, Athletics got ahead. Astros have caught them just like last night. A couple of two-run homers last night. It was 4-0 before you could get going, and then an explosion by the Astros to go on to win 11-4. Marwin Gonzalez, big doings. He had a home run, and so did Bregman.
Going into today's game, they were 6-0 with Altuve back in the lineup, so they're getting healthy again. For Jacob Nix, his first three outings, ground ball percentage was at 61%. So a high ground ball rate, and in the first inning, it was 3 ground ball outs.
Here's Denard Span, 69 games with the Mariners. Man, he has been a great addition. 309, 6 homers, 26 runs batted in, 12 doubles, 5 triples. He has impacted. This one popped up. Freddie Galvis, longtime Phillies shortstop. 2 away.
Well, the Mariners stay aggressive, and it's been 11 pitches for Nix to record 5 outs. Kyle Seager walking to the plate.
StatCast AI powered by AWS as they go into the shift. Riss moving out short right field. Galvis on the right side. Seager 221, 20 homers and 71 runs batted in.
A couple of quick outs. Kyle taking all the way. Fastball at 93, probably middle away from him. One of the things you go through your meetings, scouting reports, and you decide you want to be aggressive on the fastball early. There's a breaking ball from him because of his changeup. Again, through the first 3 games, opponent's hitting just 100 on his changeup, so they're trying to hit the fastball. But you're not picking up base hits and quick outs for the young right-hander.
Lost his last 2 games against Arizona and Colorado. He's off to a good start here. 0-2 to Kyle.
He's able to beat Philadelphia and went 6 innings and not allow an earned run.
Tough sledding next 2 ball games. The Arizona game barely got out of the first. Center fielder coming on. Travis Jankowski. Second base umpire Ben May almost got caught in that traffic, or did get caught in that traffic. Mariners go silently. It's 1-0 Padres. All right, Edge, thank you very much. Hunter Renfro, Austin Hedges, Freddie Galvis, 5, 6, and 7. Coming up here for the Padres, have lost 5 consecutive ball games. Home plate umpire tonight, Vic Carapazza, Jerry Lane at first, second base Ben May, Greg Gibson at third.
Felix in the first inning gave up the solo home run on the first pitch of the ball game for him, but he threw 11 pitches, 8 strikes in the first inning. A couple of groundouts and a strikeout after the home run. Felix missing with the curveball. Threw the curveball a couple of times in the first inning. Pretty good pitch for him in his last outing against Houston.
3-1. Count goes full. Felix looking for his first win since June 30th when he went 5 to beat Kansas City. Last 7 games, 6 starts in that bunch. He's 0-5 with a 7.13, so he is really anxious to get a win. The Mariners could use a big contribution. Strike 3 called. Back-to-back Ks here for the King. Scuffling doesn't begin to tell how bad things have gone for the Padres since the break. At or near the bottom in all these significant categories.
Batting with runners in scoring position, just 2.11. IERA over 5. One positive for them is their bullpen has pitched well since the All-Star break.
Talk to Andy Green, their third-year manager, as Austin Hedges takes a strike. Hey man, how you doing? And it's sort of like, you can see he sort of almost like shrunk. He says, "We just grind it along." But he's a very upbeat personality, and you know, we got a lot of young kids trying to make something happen here. But it's slow and developing.
A young talent giving an opportunity to play. Felix starting to get a better feel for his curveball.
There's Andy. Played in the Mets organization for a while. Diamondbacks, 10 years in the minors. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3. In fact, 3 consecutive strikeouts for Felix. 2 down here in the second.
Second strikeout on the changeup. 2 strikeouts on the changeup and 1 on a curveball.
Well, we all like coming here to San Diego. Anything jump out at you from the last time we were here?
Other than the great weather?
Well, I mean, look at that sky. Come on.
I think, again, you've been talking about it, just the struggles that this Padre club is going through and the young talent. And they're going to get more of when rosters expand in September. So for the Mariners, this is an opportunity to take advantage of these couple of games that they're going to play in, let's call it the next 36 hours.
Mark McGuire's a drive right field. Nelson Cruz is there. Tell you about the last time we were here when we come back 1-0 San Diego. Edwin Diaz saves you money. Join Electric Eddie at Safeco Field this Monday at 6:10 with a $15 ticket special that includes the limited edition t-shirt. It's all thanks to Great Clips. Tickets at Mariners.com/Diaz. Bottom third of the order. Here's Mike Zunino to lead it off. Z-Man at 191, 18 homers, 40 runs batted in.
Nix has retired the first 6 batters that he has faced. And the first base hit for the Mariners.
So the last time we were here, Michael, June 2nd, 2016. After 5 innings, the Mariners are down 12-2. And then one of the greatest comebacks ever. 5 runs in the 6th, 9 in the 7th. Final score, Seattle 16, San Diego 13. You might remember Dae-Ho Lee off the bench, 3 for 3,
yep.
4 RBIs.
You know what's interesting about that game is because they were down so much early, put in a lot of the extra guys, and they all had a big part in the Mariners coming back and winning.
There's D slapping one the other way, so building something here in the 2nd.
Let's see if Felix can get a bunt down.
Felix, an .089 hitter in his career. He's 0 for 2 this season.
We talked about Nix being a ground ball pitcher, and Mike Zunino and now D. Gordon taking advantage of the fastball up in the zone. Still staying aggressive with him, but a couple of hits and he's in trouble for the first time. Felix squares around early.
7 sacrifices during his career. Ooh, that's a problem.
For Felix, he's going to have to bunt the ball to third base. Hosmer, an excellent fielder, and he is cheating way in. Will Meyer, the third baseman, Dave mentioned earlier, kind of jabs at that with the bunt. But he has hardly played at all at third, so you want to bunt it to him, first and second.
Added advantage the fact that he's inexperienced down at third. That's a big factor. Got it down. Goes to second. D goes in standing. He turned a double play. 1-6-4.
Nino will move up. Popped the first bunt up. This one is right back to the pitcher, Nix. Thought he would go to third, but instead it's second base. I think he surprised everybody with that, and Galvis able to make the turn with a double play.
I'll tell you who was shocked, D. Gordon. He went in standing up. I think that was the last thing he expected.
Well, he thought he was going to go to third.
Quick 2 outs. Zunino at third.
Saniger robbed of a hit his first time up. Hit a ground ball to the right side. Urias, the second baseman, making his major league debut, a diving play, and ends up throwing him out.
Fights it off. Coming on the right fielder to make the play, Reyes. It's Reyes in right field. Renfroe in left. Mariners turned away. home first for San Diego. Time now for a Geico This Date in MLB history. In 01, Ichiro collects his 200th hit in the team's 132nd game, matching Darren Erstad in 2000 as the fastest in the majors to 200 hits since Joe Ducky Medwick with the 35 Cardinals, who did it in 131 games, and fastest in the American League since Al Bucketfoot Simmons of the A's did it in 1925. Used to step in a bucket. That was his nickname.
I like it.
Aloysius Simmons, man, could hit. There's Reyes. Franmil Reyes to right field.
Felix gave up the solo home run on the first pitch to start the game and retired the last 6 batters in a row, including 3 strikeouts.
Here's another reason why it'd be nice for Felix and the Mariners to get this 2 games here in San Diego, as Segura has an easy play, throws out Reyes. The A's have suffered a couple of big injuries, with Sean Manaea going down, rotator cuff tendonitis, probably done for the year. Brett Anderson to the DL with a left strained forearm. That is bad news for those boys. And
you look at their original rotation, Manaea was the last one standing, and now he goes on the DL, and Anderson was pitching well. They really leaned on their rotation, even though they've had to patch it together, so we'll see what happens from here. They still have a strong bullpen.
Pete Gordon sets and throws out the pitcher, Nix. Scott Servais said, hey, man, things are starting to turn. We have to take care of our business. So true. What do you think of his haircut?
I liked it. I liked that they had fun with it. I liked all the hats. Electric Eddie's Barbershop.
That was great.
That was great.
You know, I wanted to take a look during the anthem.
I was really happy to see him go through, but I hope his hair grows back quickly.
He said he was worried about the anthem. He said, I'll just put my head down, put my hat on quick. We walked into his office. There must have been 15 of us. And it seemed like everybody, yeah, come on, you got to show us. And everybody got the phone out. Click, 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 click. Slap past Glenn Hoffman, third base coach. Skip Schumacher coaches at first. This is Jankowski. First pitch he saw hit out of the ballpark, right field, for the 1-0 lead. On 2 strikes. Hoping this is a made-for-Felix situation. 5-0 in this ballpark. 7 starts, 60 strikeouts, 10 walks. His previous games here.
Jankowski has been a hot hitter. The foul off. Pretty good pitches from Felix in this at bat. That's one, a fastball right on the outside corner, but he spoils it.
Holding and swing, and a foul tip held on by Zunino. 4 strikeouts for Felix through 3. 1-0 Padres. 6 hours, and this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners.
Mariners had an opportunity in the third inning. Mike Zunino with a base hit. D. Gordon followed with a base hit. So first and second, nobody out, but Felix wasn't able to move him along with a bunt, turned into a double play. And it was the end of the inning.
Top for Galvis, throws out Cano. Second time he's grounded out to Freddie. I've seen a guy for the first time, second time through. What do you learn and what do you try to put in place?
Yeah, I think from the scouting report, he's pitching to that. He has a fastball at 93 with some run to it. He's a ground ball pitcher. We have seen that. Pretty good changeup today. He has mixed in a breaking ball, curveball a couple of times, but I think that, you know, for the most part, you could probably eliminate that. So for me, as a hitter going through it the first time, you're picking up his release point, seeing how much the fastball actually is going to move, what that looks like. And now I think for the Mariners, I like the fact that they want to be aggressive on his fastball because that's what's been hit. Opponent's hitting 344, but you have to elevate him in the strike zone. If the ball is down,
he wins.
He wins. He wants to keep it on the ground.
Nick's 22 years old, rookie drafted in the 2014 season by Houston in the 5th round. Passed that up and then did sign with the Padres. Drafted in 2015 in the 3rd round.
Gene Segura 3 hits away from 1,000 in his career.
It's going to work. Base hit.
2 away from 1,000.
1 out blooper here in the 4th.
And a fastball that was elevated for him. It jammed him, but it's belt high. See the ground ball rate at 61%. Third highest in the major leagues through his first 3 games.
He's done a good job. First pitch strikes, 11 out of 12. Here's Nelly Cruz. Flied out to right. Cruz pinch hit Sunday in the 5-2 Arizona victory. Pinch hit and walk in the 9th.
Get a chance to watch him take batting practice today. Did he put any windows out in the warehouse?
I heard a few.
Sure.
I don't think not too many sound effects.
Second time through, Jacob Nix starting to mix in his breaking ball a little bit more.
1 out runner at first. Segura back safely. June 19 out of 29 in base stealing this season. Tied for 10th in that category.
Close.
Sure was.
Nix showing some quick feet.
Cruz 7th in home runs, 10th in RBIs in the league. Great year. 8th in slugging too. High drive center field. Moving over is Jankowski on the track. Stays in the yard. 2 down. 2 outs here in the 4th. Wednesday, September 5th. The final bark at the Park Night at Safeco Field this season. Thanks to Apoderm and Nylabone. For just $50, you and man's best friend will receive tickets to the game, a Mariners Dog Water Bowl, and a chance to walk around the bases after the game. Visit mariners.com/bark for tickets. Brings up Denard Span, popped out to shortstop Freddie Galvis. Top of the 8th, Oakland and Houston 3-3. bunt. Nix. He got him. That's a fine play. Inning over. 1-0 Padres. By Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more. Buy Steel. To find your local Steel dealer, visit steeldealers.com. And by Columbia Winery. Join the Mariners in Columbia in supporting and celebrating Washington Wine Month in August. Who's the pensive man to our right? USS Midway here in San Diego. There's Sir Curtis Wilson taking in the naval sites.
And a pretty nice day.
Very nice. Again, it's August 28th in San Diego.
Yeah.
Felix Hernandez gets 2, 3, and 4 in the order.
Urias making his major league debut. Grounded out to third his first time up.
Up the middle, here's Segura. Coming out of that spin with a strong, accurate throw. Back with you quickly tomorrow. Note the start time. Coverage begins at noon. CenturyLink brings you what's next. Erasmo Ramirez gets the call. Normal rest. He goes against Joey Lucchesi. Not related to manager a long time ago, Frank Lucchesi. 91 years old now, but Joey, they think highly of him here in San Diego. That's stroked well into the gap. It's going to get down off the bat of Will Myers. One out double. That'll be his 16th double.
It's on a fastball right in the middle of the plate. Fastball at 90 miles an hour.
San Diego leads 1-0. Get Jankowski first pitch. He saw it, put it just over fence in right field beyond the reach of Nelson Cruz. That hit right there, that double. First hit since then. Hosmer struck out first time. Felix with 4 Ks as they check down to third. That's Greg Gibson.
Padres have been struggling lately, and a big part of that is hitting with runners in scoring position. That has also been a struggle, especially lately.
Padres among the 30 teams in the big leagues, 27th. Runners in scoring position, batting average of .238.
A lot of bite to that curveball. Felix has 4 strikeouts, 2 on the curveball and 2 on the changeup.
Weak ground ball, first base. Robbie's got it. 2 outs. Myers to third. What a lift it would be if Felix can throw a beauty, get him some run support here. Especially the other piece of news we told you about, Anderson and Manaya on the shelf for the A's, on the shelf for the Mariners. Marco Gonzalez, talking to him today, said sort of been building pain in his neck down into his trap and down to his side, down his spine. And through the hole, left side, base hit, 2-0. Hunter Renfroe with his 49th run batted in.
First pitch, breaking ball. It's curveball. Pretty good pitch. On the outside corner at the knees, hits it off the end of the bat, but it finds a hole through the left side of the infield.
The good news for Marco Gonzalez, the neck, the back, a little bit of an issue. Going to miss at least one start, but the arm is good. No problem with his arm. 2 outs, a run in, runner at first for Austin Hedges. Look at the San Diego season. It wasn't spectacular. They went 10-17 in April, 15-13 in May, 12-15 in June. They got their head above water. July, different story, 5-20. August, 8-15. Breaking ball for strike. Ball, 2 strikes.
Right back to the curveball again.
Mariners here in the month of August, 11-13. They were 10-13 in July. 3 great months: April 15-10, May 18-11, and 19-9 in June. Runner goes, swung on and missed. Inning over. Another strikeout for Felix. He's got 5, but he gives up a run here, and it's 2-0 Padres. First pitch, Travis Jankowski, their leadoff man, saw this is what he did with it. Nelly went back, made a good effort, came up short. 1-0 Padres for Jankowski. 3rd home run. It's 1-0 Padres at that point. Just added another one on a Hunter Renfroe RBI single after the double of Will Myers.
Katkowski now with a 12-game hitting streak, so he's been swinging the bat well over the last couple of weeks.
Seager, Zunino, and Gordon here against Jacob Nix. Breaking ball for strike. Kyle, first time up, flat out the center. There you go, our Lowe's whole team together. Most RBIs on the road this season. Haniger and Seager tied for 4th in the big leagues. Good numbers. Judging by the way Vic Carapazza calls balls and strikes, he must have been a boxer, and he's got a good jab.
Well, you can hear him all the way up here.
That too.
Yeah.
But that pull shot, Galvis smothers. One out. Freddie Galvis makes a nice play. We'll bring up Mike Zunino. We got a base hit to left in the 3rd.
Mike was able to get an elevated fastball out over the plate. Lined it in the left.
Second hit on the road trip for Mike. 2 for 7. The other one a long home run.
18 home runs on the year for him.
He still wants to get over the 200 mark, get over the Mendoza line. Pretty good showing so far by young Jacob Nix. 1-2, a 6.17 ERA coming in. Breaking ball for strike.
I was curious to watch him pitch, and he's pitching right to the scouting report. But you look at the games that he had pitched. He pitched against Philadelphia 6 innings, shut them out for 6 innings. And against Arizona, he goes 2/3 of an inning as Michael pick up another base hit.
Boy, that's some strength. He reached out for that pitch, hit it hard. Good
against
for him.
Arizona, though, 2/3 of an inning, 5 earned runs. In Colorado, 5 innings, 3 earned runs. So I wasn't sure what we were going to see, but a solid base hit for Mike. Yeah, a little breaking ball running away from him. You could see Galvis, the shortstop, playing him to pull the ball over towards the hole. Mike is 2 for 2.
There's D. Gordon. He slapped the base hit to left field first time up. And at 3rd is Myers, the 3rd baseman, 1 out.
There's a fastball up and out over the plate. This time he starts him with a curveball, and it appears that D fouls it off his foot. Tries to walk it off. Solid line drive his first time up into left field.
Guys do that, usually bone, and it'll stop barking, I don't know, half hour from now.
Probably, that's about right. You're going to feel it for a while.
We come to you from Petco Park here in San Diego. We're in the Dick Enberg broadcast booth, and I made sure that when I got dressed today, here's the 1-1 pitch. Slap the other way, another base hit, D. Gordon. Good stuff. 2 hits.
Gone the other way a couple of times.
And in memory of the late great Dick Enberg, I made sure I had my pocket square. David, where's your pocket square? I caught him one time during the NCAA tournament. Where's your pocket square?
Nice plaque right outside the booth.
Great broadcaster over many years, covering many sports. Boy, he loved this time of year too. U.S. Open tennis.
Felix bunted it back to the pitcher, turned it into a double play. He's going to try it again.
Oh, you got that one down.
Better bunt this time.
And Nix this time goes to 3rd. They throw
Still
to
a double
1st.
play.
Oh, brother.
Hey, what?
On 5.
Nix, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's a great play.
He's made a very good play. A couple of them.
Yeah. A 1-5-4 double play. All right, Angie, thank you very much. 2-0 lead for the Padres. Take a look. How about the fielding of Jacob Nix? He started 2 double plays tonight.
There's a couple of keys to this. One, he has to get off the mound quickly. The other part about it is Will Myers, the third baseman, reads it and goes back to the base as opposed to trying to field the bunt himself. And then, of course, Austin Hedges, the catcher, telling Nix, the pitcher, where to throw the baseball. And unfortunately for Felix, a couple of opportunities to help himself out, but has not been able to do that. But I thought it was more the play of Nix, the pitcher, that time, as opposed to the first time Felix bunting it right back to him. And with the Padres, one of the things that we saw today, Dave, was they were out early, infield practice, working on things. When you have a bunch of young players, and Myers has not played much third, you work on a lot of these different things, and that was just well done by the Padres.
Freddie Galvis fly to right. Takes the ball outside, 1-1. Galvis, Reyes, and Nix, bottom third of the order. Two balls, one strike. Felix back in a rotation where he wants to be. A chance to prove that he's still got something left. Bottom 8, still tied 3-3, Oakland and Houston. Two outside. Infield pulled around to the right here for Galvis. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Half a dozen strikeouts for Felix.
All the strikeouts, Dave mentioned it, 6 of them have either been by the curveball, pretty good curveball right there, or the changeup.
Season best 7 for Felix.
Trying to work ahead with his fastball and put him away with the off-speed pitches.
7 strikeouts 4 times this season. Oakland, at Detroit, Tampa Bay, and the White Sox. For Mil Reyes, grounded out to short. Gives up the Jankowski home run, the RBI single to Renfroe. What do you see that's a little bit different from the Felix that we've seen maybe over his troubled last? He's had a lot of trouble over his last 7 games.
Well, one of them, I think, for Felix is it's basically been the first, second inning that has caused him problems. Now, he did give up the solo home run, but that doesn't bother me. It was on a first pitch fastball to start the game, and Jankowski jumped on it. Since then, I think that his breaking ball and his changeup have been excellent pitches for him today, but the key to it all is being able to locate his fastball. His fastball tonight has been 89 to 91 miles an hour, but more importantly, it has some sink to it.
That's a big transition from a guy who could rear back. Hey, here's 98. I don't care if you know it's coming. Here it is.
Yeah,
boom.
It was 4 seamers.
Right.
Straight and just throwing it by guys to where now we're seeing him start to locate on the arm side more than anything. So into the right-handers, away from the lefties with the fastball.
Felix now 32 years old and comes into tonight's game. And this is just a remarkable number, Mike. And we've been watching for a long time. 2,638 innings. Yeah. That's a lot of mileage.
On the up on that arm. He's missed with a couple of change-ups here. He's just doing a nice job of mixing it up. We're using the fastball early to get ahead and then putting them away with the off-speed pitches.
Sitting on 6 strikeouts, 7 his season best. A career best 15. That was a great one. I remember that. And so do you. June 8th of 14 at Tampa Bay.
Running fastball in on his hands again. By doing that, he'll open up the outer half of the plate to the right-handers.
Overall, what are your thoughts on him? Because he's basically remaking himself. I mean, we've seen games that 1 or 2 hitter he threw at Yankee Stadium. I thought was more dominant than the perfect game he threw against Tampa Bay. I mean, it's totally different.
It's totally different, and he's trying to figure a lot of it out. That's the first walk for him in the ball game. And he's changed things in between his starts, different things that they're trying to find something that works for him, and his trial and error along the way. But the one thing that Mel has been consistent with Felix the entire time is, yeah, his velocity isn't what it used to be, but he can still spin the baseball as well as anybody. Now, that being said, to get to the curveball, to get to the changeup, he has to be able to locate the fastball early in the counts, and that's what we're seeing here today. Because when he can do that, he spins it so well, especially his curveball, and his changeup has always been one of the best pitches. You get to those pitches, you can put some hitters away.
And as often is the case, location, location, location.
You can see that last fastball right on the inside corner, elevated. The pitcher nicks.
Grounded out to D. Gordon. D and Gina double play depth. Wasn't that close to him.
Well, buckled him with a curveball. It came out of Felix's hand, and it looked like it was right at his head, and he dove out of there. Give you an idea of the bite on that curveball. Catches the inside corner. He's going to try it again.
Good athlete, got out of the way. And that will do it for Jacob Nick. 7 strikeouts now for Felix, tying his season best. Make that the 5th time he's hit 7. One of the greatest players in the history of baseball is now in Funko collectible form. Join us Saturday, September 29th for Ken Griffey Jr. Pop. Collectible night. First 20,000 fans are going to take home this must-have giveaway at the Kid. Tickets go to Mariners.com. Seen a lot of Mariner fans here today. Bob Williams drove down from Spokane. Hang out with family and friends here. Top of the order, here's Jankowski again.
Missed out of the strike zone, but an excellent curveball that time. 12-6 curveball working for him today. A lot of bite to it.
No advance. We're in San Diego. We're in the town that gave us Tony Gwynn. Got a chance to spend time with Tony Gwynn Jr., who sounds exactly like his late great Hall of Fame dad.
Pretty good hitter himself.
Yes, sir. Tony Gwynn Jr. works in the pre and the post games shows here in San Diego, and I'm hearing great things about his work on TVs. What a super guy. A good run in the big leagues too. Big moment was he won the pennant.
Really good pinch hitter.
He won the pennant for, or got him into the playoffs in Milwaukee several years ago. But you listen to him, my goodness, the voice is a carbon copy to laugh. So he can't handle that one. Advance for Reyes.
That will be a wild pitch. Felix spiked a fastball at 91 miles an hour.
There's indeed the ruling. 3-2 the count.
Mike set up on the outside corner. Primera Supermo, and just trying to backhand it if he can, all the way across the plate.
A's and Astros to the 9th, still tied at 3. Zunino in charge right here. Throws out Jankowski. Runner stranded as we go to the 6th. 2-0 San Diego. Brought to you by CHI Franciscan Health, the Mariners' official partner in health. Get your guide to living Northwest healthy at nwhealthy.org/Mariners. By Amtrak Cascades, what a beautiful way to travel. Visit AmtrakCascades.com. And by Operation Finale. Discover the true story of the hunt for Hitler's deadliest lieutenant in theaters August 29th. It's a great station here, Santa Fe Station here in San Diego. Once took it from here to LA. Good stuff. Mitch Haniger, third time through here against Jacob Nix. So far tonight, a ground out and a fly out.
Try to hit the ball the other way a couple of times. Ground out to the second baseman, fly out to right. Starting him off with a couple of breaking balls away from him. Set up away again.
Right to Urias. Young man in his major league debut tonight. Highly regarded prospect. Listening to some scouts over the last few weeks, they talk about San Diego's got a lot of pitching en route. There's Robbie Cano. He's twice bounced out to Galvis.
And in a couple of days, that dugout is going to get crowded.
Oh, right. on September 1.
Yeah. All the call-ups.
And you figure a team with a 50 and 83 record, bring them all up.
Clayton Richards is having a knee issue, and he was pitching through it, and they finally went to him and said, we have these young guys we have to take a look at. You're not going to be in the rotation, and ended up having surgery on his knee.
Urias again. 2 outs. Distraction occurs anytime you take your eyes off the road. If you're on the road, off the phone. Let's reach our target zero goal together. 0 traffic deaths in your family, 0 traffic deaths in our state. All right, Dad and son, get the Mariner gear on, going up the escalator here at Petco Park, downtown San Diego. Quick 2 outs in the 6th. There's Gene Segura. 2 best threats the Mariners have had been wiped out by double plays started by the pitcher, Jacob Nix.
Gene with a base hit his last time up. Now 2 hits away from 1,000 in his career.
It's hit well. Reyes going back, and he can't make the play. Segura will get to third. Galvis's throw, there is no throw. A 2-out triple for Gene Segura, his 3rd triple of the season. The Mariners will bring the tying run to the plate.
And he is now 1 hit away from 1,000 in his career. A nice milestone for him. Reyes going back. It looked as if he had a chance to make the catch. Don't know that he was aware of where the wall was at. Primera Supermo right off the heel of his glove. Gene will turn it into a triple.
See if Nelly can get a long ball and tie this thing up. Fly ball to right, and he took the center fielder Jankowski to the track and left center field. Mariners 0 for 3 runners in scoring position. Last 2 games, Mike, it's not been good. 2 for 22. See if this kid makes a mistake and hangs something here for Cruz to jump on, especially now at 2-0.
Being careful, he started him with a couple of breaking balls and missed. Really went more close to the strike zone. Denard Span is on deck. There's the changeup. .52 pitches, 38 strikes.
2-1 pitch to Cruz. 3-1. Denard Span, he waits. Full count now.
Nelson thought that last curveball was inside. EQC Tracer had it just off the plate.
Payoff pitch. Galvis to his knees, one hop, got him, what a play. Jerry Lane, the first base umpire. Freddie Galvis stayed with it. Keeps the Mariners off the board after Segura tripled with 2 outs. Galvis comes up big to keep it 2-0 San Diego. To get going here in the 6th, and joining us from back in the studio, Bill Kruger, the big left-hander. What are your thoughts on Felix? 7 Ks, 1 walk tonight, giving up a home run and an RBI single. All right, here's the question for you. Is it sustainable? Okay, you bet. Good.
Bill, I would imagine at some point in your career, if you're going to stick around this game, whether you're a pitcher or a hitter, you're going to have to make changes and adjustments to your game. Can you talk about your experiences with that and maybe how difficult it was, or maybe some of the things that came to you a little bit easier? Bill, I'll be curious too, just last thing from me as he misses with a curveball right over his head. We got the news about Marco Gonzalez going on the disabled list. Hopefully we're going to get Paxton. It looks like we're going to get Paxton back this weekend against the A's. Seen Erasmo a few times. Just in general, the overall rotation. We've talked a lot about Felix here this evening, but where they're at and moving forward the rest of the way as we slowly get into September.
Bill, thanks so much for your insights. We appreciate it. Catch you and Angie on Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines at the end of this ball game. Good stuff. Thank you. Will Myers, a 1-2 count, runner at first. Felix has walked 2 now. And over the last 5 batters, he's gone to ball 3 4 times. As an update, the A's have taken the lead.
Fastball in on his hands. Tied him up with it. Goes back to the movement that Bill was talking about, that I've been talking about here this evening. Fastball looked like it was going to be on the corner, and it was off the plate. He was able to get him to chase it.
Popped up. Playable. Zunino right there. 1 out, 1 on. 6th inning. Nice play by Mike. MLB.TV is now available at a lower price for $49.99. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live or on demand. And your subscription includes MLB At Bat Premium, allowing you to watch live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV to take advantage of this special offer. Like what Bill said about Kershaw and Greinke, guys who are the same or similar MPH, and just a matter of Felix moving over into their class in terms of better command. Span backs up just short of the track. Hosmer's retired for the 3rd time.
Along with that, we also know that Greinke went through a stretch there too where he had his struggles because of that. But he's doing pretty well this year. ERA right around 3.
He looked good the other day when we saw him. So Felix trying to get the 3rd out here in the 6th. Century Link brings you what's next. Erasmo Ramirez gets the call against Joey Lucchese tomorrow. Noon start time begins our coverage. Mariners pregame. James Paxton, we will see him in Oakland. Scott Service said that what day will be determined tomorrow.
Fortunate right there. Felix trying to pick him off, and not sure that Robbie was able to get a glove on it. Rios, I think, I hit him in the side. That kept it from going down the right field line.
Hit hard. Foul ball. About 2.5, 3 balls to the left. Kind of putts you knock down all the time, right? Couple 3 balls to the left, right to left action.
When you're going well, that happens.
Yeah. Downhill, hoping that has brakes.
I mean, it is golf after all, right?
Good pitch. Of Hunter Renfroe. 0-2. Renfroe struck out looking and delivered an RBI single with 2 outs in the 4th. That made it 2-0 after Jankowski got on the board. First pitch in the home run. Wild pitch. There gets Rios the second.
Second wild pitch for Felix. This is on the breaking ball, the curve ball. Primera Supremo again. Way over in the other batter's box. Mike trying to backhand it again. Last time it was a fastball, this time the curveball.
Swing and a miss. Nice job by Felix Hernandez. Season best 8 strikeouts. Keeping his ball club in this ball game. It's 2-0 Padres. Rail and ST Express buses. Plan your trip at soundtransit.org. Good rapid transit system here in San Diego, not far from the ballpark. Takes you right by the ballpark. And you can take it all the way to Tijuana. Mariners down 2-0 to Jacob Nix and the Padres.
Felix has pitched well, needs some run support.
Span, Seager, Zunino, 5, 6, and 7 against Jacob Nix.
Through 6 innings, 55 pitches, 40 strikes for Nix.
Yikes. Span tried to bunt his way on. Nix threw him out. Nix has made 3 really good plays defensively. 2 double plays and 1 on Span. Mariners have 6 hits, but 2 threats have been shut down by double plays. Stoudemire Jr. on the horn, getting somebody up in the pin.
Or Nix has had a good sinking fastball at 93 miles an hour. Excellent changeup. Occasional curveball.
Oh, 2 pitches popped up. Myers in foul territory. Here's the final from Houston, Texas. A's win it 4-3. Thus the standings look like this. That series tied at a game apiece. They're 6.5 behind Houston. Yankees, you got a walk-off homer from Neil Walker earlier this evening. Mariners want to rally here and not lose any ground. Chance to get down. Maybe not. Jankowski catches that line drive off the bat of Seager. So 2 outs. This kid's been very economical here in the 7th. So he's got Mike Zunino coming up. Zunino 2 for 2, couple of base hits, one to left, one to center.
Well, the scouting report was to put his fastball in play. Opponents were hitting 344 off his fastball, just 100 off the changeup. So you're trying to get to the fastball to stay away from having to deal with the changeup. Unfortunately, been able to get a lot of quick outs, keeping the ball on the ground tonight. One of the dangers you run into when you're super aggressive as a team. They're not picking up the hits. They can be efficient. And for Mike Zunino, he's 2 for 2.
Roster move made today. Sean Armstrong selected from AAA Tacoma and sent back to AA Arkansas. Nick Rumbelow. Nick Vincent. There's Sean Armstrong. Soon popped up. Second baseman Reyes, the right fielder, makes the play. Quick inning. Home 7th coming up. Stretch time in San Diego. 2-0 Padres. With a win from Washington's lottery played today. Downtown San Diego, the Gas Lamp District. A lot of good eats. Matter of fact, they had lunch at the Union right there. Although it's a Dallas Cowboy bar, I didn't like that. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Root Sports crew on hand here in San Diego. A couple of games in 36 hours, and then on to 4 biggies. They're all big, but especially going to Oakland for 4 this weekend. Felix Hernandez, here he is pitching into the 7th. 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. Gave up first pitch home run to Travis Jankowski and a 2-out RBI single to Hunter Renfroe. He's done a nice job here. The Mariners had tough luck getting a hold of Jacob Nix. They banged out 6 hits. Felix giving up 2 runs on 3 hits.
He's pitched well. His last outing, he threw 100 pitches. He's at 81 pitches now. 54 strikes.
Good work through 6 innings. 2 runs on 3 hits. Here's Hedges. Strike 1 on Austin Hedges, the catcher, followed by Freddie Galvis, the shortstop, and right fielder Frenmil Reyes. Hedges today struck out twice, both on 1-2 pitches. 8 strikeouts for Felix tonight, a season best. 5 times. They've gone for 7. Mariners infield tonight: Seager, Segura, Gordon, and Cano. Span, Haniger, and Cruz in the outfield with Zunino behind the plate.
Well, Felix this year, he throws his curveball about 27% of the time. I think that percentage is going to be a little bit higher here tonight. Maybe over 30%.
Easily. Totally agree. 1-2 pitch. Nice catch on a short hop by Zunino. 2-2.
Felix missing with the changeup that time. His changeup has been 86, 87 miles an hour. Fastball 89 to 91.
Probably going to take a look. Might have a play. Third row. First time Felix into the 7th inning since June 14th at home against Boston. He went 7 and a 2-1 loss. Went 8 innings against Tampa Bay back home. Make that May 3rd. That was June 3rd. So it's nice to see him get deep in a ball game. As you and Bill were talking about confidence, it's really been good here. 3-2 pitch. Center field. Here comes Haniger. All the way here in the 7th. The season when you're at Safeco Field. Don't forget to visit the Seattle Children's Playfield. It's designed for both children and parents. The whole family can enjoy a playground, Wishing Well concessions, team store, and TV monitors so you don't miss a single pitch.
The junior fan.
Very nice. Good looking family and the kid having some fun. Freddie Galvis switch hitting shortstop. Fly to right and he struck out. The breaking ball. Galvis, 6 years with the Phillies. Hit 245 for that ball club. Was with them from 2012 through last year. Back in the count at 2-1. So no doubt be Felix's last inning. Gordon, pitcher spot, and Haniger due up in the 8th. Hit down the line, slicing into the stands.
We can finish up strong. It'll be a good outing for him, and also over 90 pitches now.
Good percentage. Another full count. Haniger to his left. Cruz will yield to him. 2 away. Franmil Oreyes, the right fielder, will be next. What an all-around performer this kid's been. Mitch Haniger. All 3 outfield positions, play them well. Big arm, 10 assists, league leader there. And has just taken it up about several notches since he's been moved into the leadoff spot for the Mariners. 2 outs here in the 7th. Padres got a run in the 1st, a run in the 4th, and that's it. Felix a strikeout 8, walk 2, couple of wild pitches. One.
His last couple of outings, he has picked up a couple miles an hour on the fastball. Again, his average at 89. We've seen 91, 92 at times. He's back with a changeup.
We mentioned last time the Mariners were here, they trailed. Back on June 2nd, 2016, they were down 12-2 in the 5th. Only down 2-0 here. They came back and win that game 16-13. Broken bat looper. Drops in front of Span.
Bring up the pitcher.
We get a Pinch runner, Manuel Margot.
He jams him. Broken bat, base hit.
Pinch runner is Margot with 2 outs. Nix is grounded out and struck out.
This will be Felix's last hitter. Turn the lineup over again. Jankowski waiting on deck. He's been a hot hitter, 12-game hitting streak for him. And next pitch will be 100 for Felix.
Looks way ahead, 0-2.
Another curveball off the plate away.
Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 call.
Good outing.
Tip of the cap. Felix Hernandez. 9 strikeout, a season best. Get him some runs. It's 2-0 San Diego. On Root Sports, brought to you by Jack in the Box. Try something different like Jack's Teriyaki Bowls, only at Jack in the Box for a limited time. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. And by BNSF Railway, sponsor the BNSF Blast. Historic part of San Diego, you bet, Gas Lamp District, 2-0 Padres. Finishing on screen entertainment, and nice job by D. Gordon. It's a timeout, let him finish. Talking it over. Felix did a good job tonight.
7 innings, 2 runs, just 4 hits. Season high 9 strikeouts for Felix. He threw 101 pitches, 67 of those for strikes. So 4 hits and 2 earned runs. D. Gordon looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game. Ben Gamble will hit for Felix. He is on deck.
D with a couple of base hits to left field. Two and one to D. D, Gamble, and then Henniger here in the 8th. Center fielder Margot out there. Take a look at some of the changes made by the San Diego Padres. Here's your infield. Manuel Margot in center, Renfroe. He stays in left. Reyes out of the ball game. Ben Gamble's going to swing the bat here, pinch hitting for Felix Hernandez.
Good year pinch hitting. 429 batting average. Travis Jankowski moves over to right field. He had started in center.
It's hanging in the air. Long time for Margot to get under.
The fourth time through the lineup. Mitch Haniger walking towards the plate. Next pitch will be 70 for Nix. 69 pitches, 51 strikes. Haniger 0 for 3, a couple of ground outs and a fly out. Everything to the right side.
Breaking ball for strike one to Mitch Haniger. This kid's been economical here as he pitches in the 8th, 2 outs. His base hit the other way.
Hit the ball the other way the entire night and finally paid off with a base hit.
So a tying run coming to the plate, Robbie Cano.
Set up on the outside corner, belt high. Outer half of the plate. Cano has grounded out 3 times.
Greg Stammen heating up for the Padres. 3 ground outs for Robbie. 2 to shortstop, 1 to second base. Ball 1 to Cano. Love to see him yank one out of here. Last home run was on the 20th against the Astros. Jankowski backs up. 2 steps short of the track, getting over. Runner stranded as we go to the home 8th, 2-0 Padres. For baseball, and again, a big tip of the cap to Felix Hernandez. Fine performance through 7 innings tonight, Mike, with a season best 9 strikeouts.
Really good curveball tonight. Always has the excellent changeup, but I thought the most impressive part of it was his fastball. Nice run to his fastball tonight. It was 89 to 91 miles an hour. There's the curveball again.
Good work. And with those 9 strikeouts, he's got service with that new haircut. Look where he is on this list, ranking number 39 all time, just past Andy Pettit and Sudden Sam McDowell. Jim Cott is next. Mark Langston in his sights. Take a look at our Beacon Plumbing call to the bullpen, just brought up from AAA Tacoma today. Here's Sharon Armstrong.
Looking at his numbers, some of his numbers in AAA this year, really pitched well. Now he's going to get an opportunity. At the top of the lineup for the Padres, Travis Jankowski going to lead off.
Keep it right here at 2-0 ball game. And Jankowski, strike one. First pitch of the ball game, hit it out right field. 1-0 lead for the Padres. Armstrong, 27 years old, out of New Bern, North Carolina.
Started him off with a fastball at 94 and then a cutter. Catches the outside corner.
So he's got the top of the order, Jankowski, Urias, and Myers. Armstrong with Cleveland the last 3 years. 39 games, a 1-0 record, and a 3.53 ERA. Got the top of the order, Jankowski, Urias, and Myers. There you go, fields his position. Underhand flip, one away. One down here, bottom of the 8th. Stick around after the game for Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines. Nope, Scott Service not taking off the cap for you, but just when we tell you that he got the Edwin Diaz haircut treatment, that was one of the stories starting today.
Yes, it was.
And they'll have more coverage on that in the post-game show. There's Urias, young man making his big league debut. 2 ground outs and a walk. Armstrong came over from Cleveland in a trade last December for international bonus money.
So far he has topped out at 95 miles an hour.
He's in the clubhouse, 4-3 win at Houston. Even that series. Ooh, look out! Holy mackerel. Will Myers saw a few years flash right by him.
Cut fastball right off the end of the bat. Myers over there minding his own business, and next thing you know, a line drive is hit at him.
That's how the Mariners line up. 2-1 pitch. Outfield, Span, Haniger, and Cruz this evening. Padres have lost 5 consecutive ball games. They've led all the way here. They rattled off the mask of Mike Zunino. 12:40 start tomorrow, and 4 big games in Oakland. The other way, foul ball. These 4 games in Oakland will take us into the month of September. September starts on Saturday. Then the Mariners are home Labor Day, and not a Labor Day day game. It's a 6:10 start against the Orioles. Play them for 3 games. Day off on Thursday, then the Yankees for 3 and San Diego for 2. And that'll leave the Mariners with 1 roadie and 1 homestand remaining. 3-2. Kick save. This might be his first. Nope, it's going to take Robbie right to the bag. Try to get his first big league hit. 1-3 put out, 2 down.
Good battle, 7 pitches. Urias making his major league debut, hits it right back up the middle. The heel of his shoe, and good fortune right there, right to Robbie. Will Myers 1 for 3, scored a run, doubled in the 4th inning and scored.
Inverted outfielder playing at third base. Mariners playing straight up infield and outfield. Mariners will have Segura, Cruz, and Span top 9.
Nobody getting loose in the Padres bullpen.
Broken bat, base hit, right field. Fifth hit for San Diego. Mariners have 7. Couple opportunities for the Mariners. Had a couple of men aboard in the 3rd. Double play bunt attempt. Happened again in the 5th. Here's Hosmer. Strikeout, ground out the 1st, and a fly to left. Shift is on for him. Long foul. Sure going to be interesting watching this Mariner ball club, and Marco Gonzalez trying to work his way back. He's going to miss a turn. You got Erasmo Ramirez going tomorrow. We'll find out about James Paxton, when he's going to be pitching, what day he'll be pitching in Oakland, but he is going to go. That's good news. So
great news.
No doubt see Leak and LeBlanc. On 1-2, Hosmer slap foul. It's great to be in a chase here for a playoff spot in the American League. Mariners got some work to do. Ball and 2 strikes. Down back.
Try to get the fastball in on his hands.
So the Athletics win 4-3. They've got an 11:10 Pacific time start tomorrow at Houston, the rubber match, and then the Mariners come in for 4. After the 4 games set at home at their place, Oakland will welcome in the Yankees, and then the Yankees come to Seattle. Man, there's some big games coming.
There are.
Wow. Two and 2. Off the glove of Armstrong. There's Segura to throw him out. 1-6-3 put out. Here we go. Last ups for the Mariners. Top 9. Segura, Cruz, Span. Hopefully that sounds like some runs and a lot of them. Nix, a 22-year-old out of Los Alamitos, California. This is what he's done tonight.
8 innings, 7 hits, is not allowed to run. Hasn't walked anybody, no strikeouts, 73. 73 pitches, 54 strikes overall. He has just been efficient. Fastball down in the zone, changeup, occasional curveball.
Ball 1 to Gene Segura. Gene tonight got a single and a triple and a ground out. He's got 999 career hits. Segura, Cruz, and Span 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Ooh. Ran in hard on his hands, didn't it?
90 miles an hour in off the plate.
Popped it up. Hanging up there a long time for Jankowski. Calls off Urias. 1 away.
That will bring up Nelson Cruz. He is 0 for 3. A couple of flyouts. Ground out last time. He was robbed of the base hit by Galvis, the shortstop. Backhanded play and was able to throw across the diamond from his knees.
Ball for a strike. Only been 36 complete games this season. Here's a drive, well struck. Deep left center field. Boom, stick, baby. Nelly gets it done. Draws the Mariners closer. His 32nd home run, his 80th RBI, and it was a moonshot. And all those Mariner fans here. Big Nelly coming through, bringing the Mariners a run closer.
We saw a lot of breaking balls today, but this time it's going to be a fastball, and he gets the barrel to it. Missed a home run earlier in the ball game. This will go to the back of the bullpen, Padres bullpen.
Nice nonchalant catch. So no complete game for Jacob Nix. 1 out, a run in, 2-1 ball game, 9th inning. Don't go anywhere. RBI. Take a look at the standings here. Athletics have checked in with a 4-3 win at Houston, evening that series at a game apiece. Or rubber match tomorrow. Mariners 6.5 back, 5 back, and the wild card. Gotta have this game. Both of these games here in San Diego against a team that is woefully behind in the National League with 50 wins and 83 losses. New pitcher is Kirby Yates.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour and a split. Occasional slider. 51 appearances. He's pitched well. A 2.16 ERA, 70 strikeouts in 50 innings. Opponents hitting 197 against him. He's given up 5 home runs this year. And talked a lot about the Padres and their struggles this year, but one of the strengths since the All-Star break has been their bullpen. Bernard Span 0 for 3.
So Span standing in against Kirby Yates. He's 0 for 1 against him. Myers in on the grass at third. First pitch in there for strike.
Bernard didn't think so.
Yates is 31 years old out of Ahoy in Hawaii. One to count. Fourth team in 5 years in the big leagues for Kirby Yates. Tampa Bay, Yankees, Angels, and Padres. Good movement.
There's a split.
On 2 strikes.
Fastball so far 96 miles an hour and the split at 88.
Career best 5 saves for Kirby Yates this season. Span keeps the AB alive here. Segura flied out the right, homer deep left center field for Nelson Cruz. Now 1 and 2. Seager's on deck. All these games critically important. Game number 132 for the Mariners. And 2 strikes outside, 2 and 2.
Back-to-back splits. Five pitches so far. Bernard doing his thing and working another at bat.
It's given up 5 home runs in his 50 innings. Pretty typical Bernard Span at bat. Working it hard, full count. Big home run in the Arizona series. Mariners trying to tie it up. 3-2 to Bernard. Stays with it.
They want to challenge him right back with another split. 7 pitches so far in the at-bat.
Span on 1-out homers. Look at Seager, 1-out homer, 10th inning. And Saturday's 4-3 Mariners win. A big pitch. Good battle.
Finally able to get good pitch to hit. It was just a little bit late protecting the strike zone. Fastball in the middle of the plate.
Pitch number 9. Bouncing ball to Urias. 2 away. That leaves it up to Kyle Seager, career 0 for 1 against Yates.
Mariners are behind a couple of runs in Arizona with 2 outs in the 9th, and Kyle with a double to tie that ball game up.
Saturday's game, that was a thing of beauty. 2 outs and an 0-1 count. It's come down to this: 2 outs and a 2-1 ball game. Mariners 32-17 in 1-run games. San Diego 14-18.
Kyle will be looking for a fastball, something middle to middle in.
Let it rip.
20 home runs on the year.
One-0 pitch.
Good count.
A good situation here for Kyle Seager. Came up large on Saturday. Kirby Yates ready. 2-0 pitch to Kyle. He didn't like that call. He turned this, he snapped his head back at Vic Carapazza. What was that?
Well,
and for a good reason.
Yeah, a couple of things. One, it wasn't the fastball, it was a split. Kyle looked like he was diving out over the plate, so he had a pretty good look at it. Felt it was off the plate, and EPC Tracer had it off the plate.
7 consecutive seasons for Seager, 20 or more home runs. Two-1 pitch, shift on against him. The count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, a run in on the Cruz home run. Jacob Nix threw a beauty into the 9th. Tried to get him a complete game. Seager trying to spoil it all here for San Diego. Crowd of 25,168, many of them on their feet right now. Here's Yates. And a 2-2 to Kyle Seager. Swing, and he got a piece of it, barely.
Fastball, and it's going to be off the plate away, but because the strike that was called earlier was close, similar spot right there, Kyle just trying to foul it off and able to get a piece of it.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a 2-1 San Diego lead. Yates ready. Pitch to Seager. Ball 3. Got to throw a strike. You got Mike Zunino on deck. Mike's had a heck of a night, 2 for 3.
Yates has mixed it up. He will throw his split 3-2 along with the fastball.
He comes back with key pitch here, 3-2 to Seager, and he stays alive again.
It was the split, borderline down. Too close to take. Jacob Nix definitely interested in this one.
Seager trying to get this game to continue here. 2 outs, a run in. Anxious hearts in that Mariner third base dugout. Here's Yates, he's ready. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Hit foul.
Another split. Eight pitches. Span making him work. Kyle putting up a battle.
A little lifted separate here. 2-1 San Diego. Top of the ninth. One more time. A 3-2 pitch to Seager. Struck him out. Game over. Padres win it 2-1. And at this stage of the season, Mike, games like this really hurt.
It will be a disappointing loss for the Mariners. They already knew that the A's had won. Felix, what an effort by Felix tonight, giving up just the 2 runs through 7 innings. But unfortunately, not enough offense, just the solo home run from Nelson Cruz.
Could not get anything more. From Mike Blowers, I'm Dave Sims. Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines starts right now with Angie and Bill.